Hello, welcome to Ritt's Astrology. I'm your host, Colby Ritt, and today we're going to talk about the ascendant and how it's important or why it's important in someone's birth chart. Now, as we all know, it's the beginning of the first house, which represents our persona and how the rest of the world sees us. It might represent our physicality and so on. But what we don't realize is by establishing an ascendant, we also establish where all the planets fall in someone's house, including the sun and the moon and the various planets, even what they term the generational planets. So today we're going to show you how that's established. Your ascendant is based on the exact time and place you were born. So as very few people are born in the exact place and the exact time, very few people have the exact ascendant, at least down to the degree. You might have a group with the ascendant in Leo, or ascendant in Capricorn, or ascendant in Pisces, but down to the last degree, it's like a clock going in a circle. So we're going to look at that. I want you to imagine when you were born, you're looking into the heavens at one exact spot. The earth is rotating, and during that time, you're looking up at the exact spot. What happens? That spot changes. The vision changes if you don't move, but you're looking up, it doesn't change. So notice how the signs in the first house are changing. It takes 2 hours for that ascendant to go from one sign to the next. In a 24-hour period, it goes through all 12. That's why someone born on a certain day as someone else will likely have a different ascendant sign and have a little bit different personality. And also notice how the planets are moving too with the sign. So you have a sun in Aries. At this moment, someone is born and the world stops. It's like a picture of a blueprint. It's the blueprint of you coming into the world. And in this case, this person has a sun in the 7th house, which is normally ruled by Libra, so they're going to have a lot of Libra-like personality traits, even though their sun sign is Aries. So they have that Aries energy, but it's focused on partnerships rather than on self. Notice the Libra's in the first house cusp. Again, this is just a snapshot of someone right when they're born. If they're born at that exact time and Libra was there, that's where they are. But the Earth never stops, it keeps rotating. So notice how, as it rotates, the next ascendant sign after Libra becomes Scorpio. It keeps on rotating, it becomes Sagittarius. Now let's stop it right here and look where the sun is. The sun is now in the 5th house, a place that the sun really enjoys being, and this has to do with creativity, with playfulness, with enjoyment of life, with sports, with fatherhood, on the most positive sense, and recreation. That's got Sagittarius on the 1st house. That's the 1st house cusp. This person has a Sagittarius rising, and they tend to be really playful and explorers and just kind of enjoy life and are happy, a little carefree. Okay? But again, the Earth keeps rotating. Notice the next sign is Capricorn. It ends up on the cusp, and we have a person who is very conscientious about their public image and not as carefree as a Sagittarian person. The sun moves down, ends up in the 4th house in this case. So this person is really concerned about public image and also their family. But again, the Earth keeps turning, and the next sign down the line is going to be Aquarius. And Aquarius on the cusp are kind of unique people, a little bit rebellious, very group oriented, as opposed to, say, an Aryan person who was about me, me, me. So at this point, you look where the sun is, it's in the third house. And this person's even extra kind of out there because they have kind of a Gemini. They like to communicate a lot. And if we were to continue and go to the next one, we'd have the sun in the second house, someone who likes to make money, but has a Pisces on the ascendant. And the Piscean ascendant is somebody who's sensitive and artistic. As we've seen, the ascendant is one of the most important elements of a person's chart. It's as important as the sun, it's as important as the moon, it's as important as everything else, because it determines where everything falls, and it determines your basic outward personality, maybe even a bit of your physicality. So you've got a basic lesson on what it is. It's a projection from the spot you're born in at the time you're born out into the heavens. And a couple more things about that. It determines where all the planets fall. It determines where all the asteroids fall. It determines even the angles, which we haven't talked about yet, but we will. And it shows your basic personality. So if you like this video, I recommend you subscribe to the link below, or give me a thumbs up. Also, I have some other links below for different elements that are the result of where your ascendant is. So without further ado, I'm Kobe Root. Thank you for listening.